Today on Boosted.Tech, we're talking about the brand new Windows 11 25H2 build 26220.7262 released directly to the dev channel. This is not a normal update. This build is part of Microsoft's next-generation Windows plan, and they're testing some of the biggest AI changes we've ever seen in the OS. If you're in the dev channel, you'll get this build. But if you're in stable or even beta, you won't see any of these features yet. So let's break down everything in detail, from the new AI agent system, the updated restore experience, UI improvements, fixes, hidden changes, and what this update means for where Windows is heading. The biggest and most important thing added in this build is the new experimental agentic features toggle. This is found under Settings, System, AI Components. When you enable it, Windows unlocks the new agent workspace. This is basically a separate environment where AI agents can operate more independently. Microsoft is experimenting with a new model where the operating system can perform tasks on its own using small task-based AI agents. They can run in the background, and here's the key part. If you allow it, these agents may get access to your desktop, downloads, documents, pictures, music, and videos folders. So Microsoft is giving a strong warning that this feature is powerful, but it also comes with privacy considerations. It is turned off by default and only available to dev channel users because this is super early development. Even many AI actions inside File Explorer have been temporarily disabled while Microsoft rewrites them. This feature shows that Microsoft is preparing the OS for fully integrated AI that does more than just chat. It will actually perform tasks directly on your system. Now moving on, this build introduces the new point-in-time restore experience. This is basically a modern version of System Restore, redesigned inside the main Settings app. It lets you easily manage restore points, see how much storage is being used for them, create new restore points, or delete old ones. In older versions of Windows, this was buried deep inside the legacy control panel, and most users never touched it. Now it's much easier to find, and it's clear that Microsoft wants people to actually use System Restore again. This will help people roll back their systems when something breaks after an update, a driver, or a software installation. This feature is available right now in the dev channel, but it's still rolling out, so some people may not see the UI until Microsoft enables it for everyone. Another noticeable change in this build is the updated Click to Do menu. This is the floating bar that appears when you select a big image or a table. Microsoft redesigned it to make actions like copy, save, open, and share more obvious and more useful. The idea here is that Windows will assist you more directly instead of making you right-click for everything. Right now, some features are missing because Microsoft is reworking them. For example, image object selection, Copilot actions inside File Explorer, and some screenshot-related AI tools are temporarily disabled. This is normal for dev channel previews because Microsoft pulls features in and out all the time for reworking. We also have big improvements in accessibility. Narrator now has new high-definition natural voices that run using on-device AI models. These voices sound much more realistic and smoother than the older ones. There's also a major upgrade in how Narrator reads complex math equations, especially in Word and other apps. If you're visually impaired or rely on screen readers, this is a huge update. Magnifier is also getting better performance and stability improvements. If you use a stylus, this build introduces new haptic feedback support for pens that have built-in haptics. You'll feel a subtle vibration when hovering, resizing windows, snapping layouts, or interacting with elements. This makes the tablet and two-in-one experience feel more natural, similar to drawing tablets that simulate pressure or touch. Now let's talk File Explorer. Microsoft has temporarily paused the experiment where folders would open in tabs instead of new windows because they found issues. Also, some AI actions related to images and text summaries are disabled for now. The share options in the context menu have been cleaned up and reorganized, making the menu shorter and easier to navigate. These are small changes, but they make the OS feel more consistent. Now here are the improvements and fixes included in this dev channel build. Microsoft fixed an issue where some insiders couldn't use their mouse or keyboard inside WinRE, or the advanced startup menus, which is a major problem if your PC fails to boot. They fixed an issue where Task Manager would reopen by itself when turning on the PC because it didn't fully close during the previous session. They fixed the CPU info getting cut off in the About page inside Settings. They fixed a problem where virtual workspace settings weren't working properly in the Advanced System Settings area. There are also a ton of reliability improvements under the hood that aren't visible but make things more stable. Now, here are some known issues you need to be aware of before updating. Some users in the dev channel may see missing menu items in File Explorer because the AI-based actions are being reworked. The new agent workspace may not show up for everyone immediately because Microsoft is doing gradual, controlled rollouts. Some insiders are reporting animations not playing smoothly, taskbar icons glitching briefly, and settings randomly closing for a small group of users. These things happen in Dev Channel because this channel is the most experimental. If you rely on your PC daily or you want a stable experience, you should not join the Dev Channel. Builds here can break at any time because many features are halfway implemented. There's also a warning from Microsoft about the new agent features. Because these agents may get access to your personal folders, you should only enable this feature if you understand the risks. This is extremely early development and shouldn't be treated like a fully safe, polished feature. Microsoft is testing the boundaries of how much automation Windows should have. Behind the scenes, this build also updates the Windows servicing pipeline. These changes don't show up visually, but they help Microsoft prepare features that will release in upcoming builds. Some system components related to shells, settings, AI frameworks, and typing suggestions have also been updated. Another important thing to understand is that this build is only available for the Dev Channel, which is the highest risk and most experimental channel. The Dev Channel is where Microsoft tests ideas that may or may not even ship publicly. The Beta Channel usually gets stable features later, and the Release Preview Channel gets features close to final release. So everything you're seeing in this build may change, be reworked, or even removed entirely before final release. Overall, Windows 11 Build 26220.7262 is a huge step forward for Microsoft's vision of an AI-powered operating system. It introduces the early framework for autonomous agents, brings in a modern UI for restore points, updates context menus, enhances accessibility with new AI voices, enhances pen input, reorganizes File Explorer, and includes important system stability fixes. Even though many features are still unfinished or hidden, this update shows exactly where Microsoft wants to take Windows in 2026 and beyond.